Hey guys, it's your inner chakras. Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you are new here, you are welcome. So I was just thinking, right? I was sitting on my bed and I'm thinking, I said, I wonder if the collective is missing their soulmate or their twin flame, right? Like, you know how sometimes, like, say you're with this person and you go back and forth with this person, it could be on and off, it could have been for years. And because of that, you think that's your soulmate or your twin flame. So you don't really connect to other people because you think that person, for whatever reason, is your twin flame or your soulmate, right? Have you ever thought that maybe that person is just a lesson that God, Spirit, whoever you talk to, keeps putting this person in your life until you learn the lesson? It's like, what could the lesson be? If this person is hurting you, is Spirit trying to tell you that you need to learn to love yourself more? You need to learn to love yourself enough to walk away. Because, guys, I don't know how long some of you have been in these connections where there's a runner, then a chaser, then a chaser, and a runner. It's almost like when you're free, they're not free. When they're not free, you're free. You know, whatever. And then when you're in a relationship, they're chasing you, and then that's the temptation to make you dip back, right? And then when they're in a relationship and you're free, it's easy for you to, dip back. It's like the temptation, right? And then we have the ones where they just string you along for years, and you see them here and there, blah, 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 blah. But when you do hang out with them, it's like the best time ever. They're giving you the best gift. They take you to the best places. You're taking trips. So that one there, then wow, dude, you fell in love. But then you have to think, that man or that woman can't keep that shit up. Like, yeah, it's like every now and then you get a burst of, oh my God, when we get together, we have the most amazing times. But that's far and few in between. And that's also not real life, right? That's like a tease to what you think they can give you. And I can tell you now, if they're giving you bags and taking you on trips and doing all this stuff in like the first few 3 months, they can't keep that up, guys. They can't. Real life kicks in. Everybody has to go to work. And even if they're rich, they're still working for someone somewhere. So they have to go to work. So that's the tease. So guys, don't miss your soulmate or your twin flame or just a good person because you're holding on to something that's not there, something that's not really there. It's like, don't miss it. And then I know some of the younger ones, like I know when I was younger, I used to have a list. Or did I really? No, I didn't really have a list. I just knew that I didn't like big guys, overweight guys, stuff like that, and big muscular guys. That wasn't my look. I like them more slim looking, But other than that, I never said you had to have a 9 to 5. I never said you got to do this. You got to do dress dress to the nines. Like, that's never been me. I'm not that type of person. I just want you to have a job doing whatever you do it well, right? And I know some of you may have this list where he has to make 6 figures. He has to make more than me. He has to do this. He has to do that. Honey, baby, boo. That's like finding a needle in a haystack. Everybody's not going to get that man, but what you can get is a good man that's good to you, for you, and that can do for you. And then right now in today's time, the tables have flipped. Back then, way back then, I don't even remember when it happened because my daddy wasn't there for me, so I don't know when the fuck it happened. But I can see it in my nephews, and I can see it in my brother, that they were good men. They took care of their children. They taken care of their families, stuff like that. Yeah, they have problems with their wives or whatever, but they're there. So I have seen it, but as for me, I didn't get it. So, but then nowadays, some men today have fallen off. Like, they're not the men that they used to be. Like they've fallen off, and then you've become this, like women today, I've seen it happen. I mean, you've always been go-getters, but women are kicking ass today. I guess you see it more so because of the internet. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm getting my kitchen done. They're still working on it. But it's like women today, you guys are really go-getters. I think it's because of the internet, and we can just see more of each other, and we're sharing more of what women are doing, and women are kicking ass and taking names with several streams of income and a full-time job because of social media. And I think a lot of these men, when it first started happening, they used to call them Instagram groupies, and all they do is post, and maybe that's what the women were doing then at the time. But I think these apps and applications, they caught on too in some kind of a way. We're getting paid from social media, Instagrams, TikTok, all of that. So what used to be the laughing joke is, oh, she's always taking selfies, she's always on her phone. I'm gonna tell you now, if a woman is constantly on her phone and it's in her face and she's looking silly walking up to it, going back, twirling, that baby's working. She's working. So a lot of the men probably laughed at that, and these women today are running circles. So I think a lot of the men can't compete now. But what the men need to know is it's not about competing, it's about your confidence level. And when the shoe was reversed, that woman was respecting you when you had your businesses, when you was doing your things, when you was top dog at your job. She respects you, right? Respect her. She doesn't want to be the man of the relationship. She just makes more money. But that doesn't mean you still can't be that man. Women aren't, I mean, some women are looking at your pockets, but a real woman isn't. She just want to know, what can you do for me? Yeah, you can't make what I make. We get that. But what can you do for me, right? So guys, if you're lacking confidence because this woman is doing it, let that go. Let that go. Let it go. So I don't know what's going on in the world today. Everybody's just chasing everybody. It's this love thing. Something made me get up and get on here. But I don't want y'all to lose out on something that's good for you because you're either sitting and waiting or hoping and thinking, trying to figure out what they're doing. Definitely don't sit and wait for somebody to get a divorce. If they say we get a divorce, he won't sign, she won't sign. Fuck that. Fuck that. There's also a line somewhere that if they don't sign, it's an automatic divorce somewhere. Don't be waiting. And then another thing too is, by the time they get a divorce, you're probably going to be the rebounder because you've been there the whole time, right? So they may not even keep you. It may be the next person. You may be the person that got them through their divorce, right? You may not be the one. Because most people, after they get a divorce, they're going to take some years off. I just think that they probably take some years off. They probably got to move, got to redo their money situation, financial, everything. It's a lot. I don't know, guys. Something made me get on here. Those guys are quiet down there. I don't know, guys. But I'm going to leave it here. Thanks for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Peace.